Imagine a civilization so powerful it stood shoulder to shoulder with Rome, Persia, and China, controlling the lifeblood of ancient global trade. Now, imagine it vanishing from the world stage, leaving behind little more than whispers and monumental mysteries. This isn't a fantasy tale. It's the story of the Kingdom of Aksum. For nearly 1,000 years, from its heart in the highlands of modern-day Ethiopia and Eritrea, Aksum was a beacon of prosperity and innovation. This wasn't just some remote kingdom, it was a global superpower. Its strategic location on the Horn of Africa gave it mastery over the Red Sea, making it the essential middleman for goods flowing between the Roman Empire and the distant markets of India and beyond. Ivory from the African interior, shimmering silks from the east, fragrant spices, and precious metals all passed through Aksum's bustling ports. The wealth generated was staggering, so much so that Aksum became one of the first African empires to mint its own currency. These gold, silver, and bronze coins, inscribed with the images of their kings and religious symbols in Greek and the native Ge'ez script, weren't just for local use. They were an international currency, a testament to Aksum's economic might, found by archaeologists as far away as India and the eastern Mediterranean. Holding an Aksumite coin was like holding a passport to the ancient world. But Aksum's legacy isn't just about gold and trade, it's carved in stone. When you look upon the incredible stelae of Aksum, you're seeing engineering genius that rivals the obelisks of Egypt. These are not just pillars, they're monolithic giants, single pieces of granite quarried and erected to mark the tombs of their rulers. The largest of them, the Great Stele, would have stood over 33 meters tall and weighed more than 500 tons. How did they achieve this? The methods are still debated, but the sheer ambition speaks volumes about their power and reverence for their leaders. These stone towers were skyscrapers of the ancient world, piercing the African sky. Aksum's story is also one of profound spiritual transformation. In the early 4th century, under King Ezana, the kingdom underwent a monumental shift. It embraced Christianity, becoming one of the very first states in the world to adopt the religion officially. This wasn't a minor change. It fundamentally reshaped Aksumite society, art, and its relationship with the rest of the world, forging a lasting bond with the Christian centers of Alexandria and the Byzantine Empire. This deep-rooted faith inspired the creation of architectural wonders, like the legendary rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, that would follow in the footsteps of Aksumite tradition. At its zenith, the kingdom's influence stretched across the Red Sea, even into parts of the Arabian Peninsula. Its armies were formidable, its culture was sophisticated, and its future seemed limitless. The Persian prophet Mahoni, writing in the 3rd century, named Aksum as one of the 4 great powers of his time, alongside Rome, Persia, and China. For centuries, all roads of trade and influence seemed to lead through Aksum. So, what happened? How does an empire that controlled the crossroads of civilization simply fade into the mists of history? This is Aksum's greatest enigma. By the 7th century, the world was changing rapidly. The rise of new powers in Arabia shifted the geopolitical landscape, and with it, the flow of trade. The once bustling Red Sea routes that had been Aksum's lifeblood began to bypass it. It's likely that a combination of factors led to its decline. Environmental change is a leading theory. Prolonged periods of drought could have devastated agriculture, leading to famine and social unrest, weakening the very foundation of the state. As the climate grew drier, the fertile highlands that sustained the kingdom may have become barren. This environmental pressure was likely compounded by increasing isolation. As new empires redrew the maps of trade and religion, Aksum found itself cut off from its traditional partners. Its once thriving ports fell quiet, and the source of its immense wealth dried up. The kingdom was forced to look inward, contracting from a maritime power back into a highland state. The coins stopped being minted. The grand construction projects ceased. The silence in the historical record is deafening. There was no single dramatic collapse, no final battle that marked the end. Instead, Aksum seems to have undergone a slow, quiet decline, a gradual retreat from the world stage. The center of power shifted further south into the Ethiopian interior, and the memory of the great coastal empire began to transform into legend. The people of Aksum, who once traded with emperors and built monuments to defy time, stepped quietly into the pages of history, leaving us with more questions than answers. Today, archaeologists continue to uncover the secrets buried beneath the soil of Ethiopia and Eritrea, piecing together the story of this forgotten superpower. Each artifact, each inscription, brings us a little closer to understanding the incredible legacy of Aksum. It's a powerful reminder that even the mightiest empires can recede like the tide, but their achievements, carved in stone and written in the annals of history, continue to inspire awe and wonder. The story of Aksum isn't just about a lost kingdom. It's about the enduring cycle of rise and fall, and the silent monuments that outlast us all. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by the lost civilizations that shaped our world, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next journey into the past. See you next time.